We feel really grateful to be here at the Palacios Parkway to honor your loved ones here at the Rose Garden. So I'm going to hand it over to Belinda. She's our grief counselor. And when we're finished with that, we will head over and plant some roses to commemorate everything.
I just wanted to make a remark about this rose garden. I was here on Wednesday because I kind of wanted to get the lay of the land, and I had never been in this rose garden before, and to just kind of see what it looked like and what the space would look like around 11 o'clock and make sure that we had a place in the shade and all these things. And as I walked down, none of the rose bushes were blooming. They were all still closed in. And so I just think it's remarkable and amazing that they're coming out just for our event today. And I think that's a sign and a wonder of a beautiful thing today in this rose garden. So, and we really appreciate the city of Grandview as well, just having this beautiful space. So, with that said, we're gathered today to honor our loved ones who have passed in the midst of this beautiful rose garden. I really don't know a lot about roses, but I know I love them. And I looked at a few things and I said roses appear in accounts from all over the world's major religions as a symbol of miraculous love at work in the world. And for some, the fragrance represents the sacredness of people's souls. I didn't know that, but it's beautiful. Roses are known as the queen of flowers, and it is told that different colors of roses symbolize different spiritual ideas. So, as an example, I haven't seen any white roses here yet, but they're a symbol of purity and holiness. Your red roses, and I think I saw some coming in, are a symbol of passion and sacrifice. Yellow roses are wisdom and joy, and of course the first thing I think of is the yellow rose of Texas. Pink is for gratitude and peace, and then purple, which I love this one, means wonder and awe and change for the better. So I love that purple idea of flowers. To me, roses represent love, remembrance, fondness, comfort, and beauty. And they help me to just tip my head with fondness and think, that is one beautiful flower. Even the petals even the leaves are different colors, and they're beautiful as well. So anyway, that's my thought on roses. Now I'd like to kind of shift a little bit and talk a little bit about grief. I found grief to be very intangible. It's really, really hard to put our hands on it, to bring it to a place of, what is this? My friend Joan talks about grief bursts. And you know, sometimes that's how grief hits us, in these bursts and these waves of pure, rawness and sadness. And so it's hard to put our finger on grief, but when we can create spaces and places and things that help us understand our grief, it does make a difference. It makes a big difference. So with that, how can we create spaces and places and ideas where we can create meaning and remembrance to bring our loved ones to fond memory and to remembrance? How do we do that? And I've had more people teach me how to do this than I've ever really learned about, but there's a lot of different ways. So people create memory. They can do it through a song. There's a special song that person loved or that they loved together. It can be a landscape like this space. The other day I noticed there's wild irises coming up in the ditch over there, and I thought, wow, that is something. That'll help me remember this space as much as the roses. Or it can be an ocean or a forest or a lot of different spaces. Sometimes people will create art, like a reliquary or an altar They write poetry, letters, things like that to help them. Some people embrace a special color for their person or a special number. I had somebody I was working with a while back, and the woman was a young woman when she passed, but her number was 5. And that number was very, very special to her and the family because that was her number on her jersey. I read an author, I think it was Barbara Kingsolver, but I can't remember exactly. She said that she would find dimes in various places. Like if she came to this event today, she'd find a dime right there. And it was like, it became more than just, oh, there's a dime. It became so often that she would find dimes in remembrance of her mom that it just was like, oh, there's another dime. I'm thinking about my mom now. So that was important for her. For me, it's a teal marble, and that's for my brother. I found teal colored things all over his home. And the teal marble became very, very important because that was the last thing I found before I cleared out his house. So it still has huge meaning to me. For you today, it could be this rose garden. This could be a place of remembrance and remembering. So today we invite you to make memory and make meaning, because all of this around us is real. The birds, the people you all hear, the roses, it's all real. It's all tangible. We can lay our hands on it. We can touch it. And so creating these spaces, we can understand and handle our grief a little bit better. We can make it more tangible, and we can make it have meaning. So with all that said, I would like you to join us. If you didn't already get a heart, you can get a heart. All of this is biodegradable paper or a piece of paper, and write something simple on it, whatever you want to write. And what I did was I just wrote something for my brother, and I wrote Ted and marbles. And so when we actually get over to our trees, what you can do is you can actually keep this and take it home with you and plant it in your own garden, or you can plant it with our roses that we're planting today. And so it's up to you or not. If you feel like saying the person's name and how they are tangible and important, you're welcome to do that. And that's pretty much it as far as what we can do out here today. What we'll do is we'll do that. We'll water in the roses a little bit and we'll plant them. And you're welcome to stay as long as you want in that process. You're also welcome to have a cookie and a drink afterwards, and then you're welcome to talk about all of this stuff in this space and move from there.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So I will start with Ted. Actually added my mom and dad on the back too, but Ted's the main one for me today, and it's teal marbles. So I'm going to go over here and put this in the hole. So Heartlinks has served this last year about between 300 and 400 people, and I have those people listed on this biodegradable paper, and we're actually going to plant these names there for the people that couldn't attend today in their honor, and with the rose bushes. And I just wanted to let you know that we provide grief services for up to 13 months after their loved one passes, and then even longer than that if needed. So I don't ever limit how long people can receive grief services. So we also provide community grief services. So if you know of anybody in the community that would like a little bit of help and assistance, they've lost someone that's very special to them, please give our main number a call. You can reach us at 509-837-1676.